I am so tired of the energy of the divine, or of these masculines who are coming into their divinity. And you know that this woman was supposed to be your spirit, is your spiritual spouse, or you are supposed to pursue her as such. And you keep saying, well, are we going to build something long lasting together? What does she value? I think you have to have a conversation. I think now at this point, you have to step into a space of actually being inquisitive and not just watching from a distance and putting two and two together based off of what you see. Because yes, perception is everything, but also you have to get to know a person. You can't know exactly what somebody is about by just watching them in the distance. This requires action. And this is something that I saw earlier today, and I posted the video on my YouTube channel, but I'm just going to kind of give you a brief synopsis of the video. So, oh boy, who used to be on tonight's conversation, the one with the glasses, I can't think of his name at this time, but he was posing a question to the men, and he was saying, as men, you have to make better decisions when choosing women, because if you're choosing women and you're like, oh, I'm choosing this woman based off of her hurt, her pain, her trauma, and oh, me staying here and doing this for her makes me a man, versus you wanting to actually approach a woman who you see building something and you help her build, or if you're afraid of what that approach is going to look like, you don't know until you fucking try. And then for some of you, if you don't like what she's building, leave her ass the fuck alone. Also, I don't understand why men are not communicating. You want to establish boundaries with people? Tell them no. Ghosting somebody is not an actual response. And stop saying no response is a response. No, that's a weak ass fucking move. Because I bet if your ass wanted some head or something else, you wouldn't have no problem saying that. If you wanted to hang out, you wouldn't have a problem saying, where you at? Let me pull up on you. So why don't you have that same type of vitality in your voice to actually create boundaries? Because what it sounds like is that you don't have boundaries in line for yourself in your personal life. So therefore you can't establish boundaries with anybody else. Therefore you shouldn't be dating. You don't need to be dating the mother of some of y'all's children just because, oh, I'm staying here to be a dad because this is what it looks like to be a man. But you feel like you're only enabling her behavior. For some of you guys, it's going to look like, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank, so we're going to leave it at that. For some of y'all, it's going to look like actually needing to step up and ask, what are your plans? Where do you see yourself? What are your goals? Your way of dating is not, it's not feasible. You're not, for one, there's parts of you, the way that you're dating shows the divine and your future self, higher self, that you are not actually ready for what you say that you think that you're capable of, which is being a partner, which is really being a man for real. Because you control the physical realm, the approach. The woman is just, she's naturally radiating, doing her fucking thing. She's a receiver, a receptor. So if you're not giving her shit to work with, what the fuck is she supposed to do? You gotta have something created here first. Like, okay, I started this. This is the clay. I'm gonna start molding it. When I put it in the kiln to get it hot and for it to cook and for it to become porcelain, or you gotta put glaze and shit on it. But you could be asking, I'm gonna do this. Have you ever done it before? Do you like clay? Do you know what a kiln is? You do? How long do you think I should put it on for? What do you do yours for? Do you glaze it? Asking questions like this will let you know who you dealing with. You worried about a bitch body count. I mean, that could fucking matter. But you got a body count as well. Y'all be so quick to over-sexualize things and very slow to use your fucking brain. It just don't make sense. It's not making sense. And then y'all just keep wanting to hold on to these divine feminine, or these women, these feminines who are stepping into their divine feminine energy. Just holding on. They constantly getting readings by spiritualists because you guys are fucking confused. Go sit the fuck down with yourself. Why don't you do what these other divine feminists did? Break up with every fucking body. Stop being scared. Leave everything behind that you've ever fucking known. Get in the fucking field of life. Trust God, because that's probably the reason why your ass can't do shit. Because you're not leaning into your intuition and what God is telling you to do. So you are just confused as fucking life. You dealing with Jezebel spirits who are fucking the shit out of you and only confusing you even fucking more. Let's have a family. Let's play house. But there's no real stability in that because there's no foundation, because both of y'all have created an actual trauma bond. You ain't went to therapy. Y'all ain't trying to heal. You just putting up boundaries and saying, oh, me not responding or me not choosing to deal with this is me creating a fucking boundary. I'm dodging bullets. No, motherfucker, a boundary is actually setting a standard for what it is or you won't tolerate. How does a person know that if you don't say that? I'm just not going to put up with that shit. But you guys still are in proximity to each other? That doesn't make sense. You're confused. You can't lead nothing. You ain't even leading your goddamn self. You leading yourself in confusion in fucking circles. Because you don't listen to your intuition. But you're emotional. You hide it. And then you love to say emotions is for women. Feelings is for bitches. Women be in their feelings. If you guys listen to your feelings more, I bet you'd be like, I don't like this. This doesn't feel right. I don't even know how to end this video, so I'm going to end it right there. That's it. That's it. That's the message.